Hi, my name is Michael and this is the LG Optimus G. And this video I'll be going through some of the software features that this phone has to offer. I've already made one video that goes through a lot of software features and this phone has even more. So this is the part 2 of that video. So if you haven't seen the first video, I'll suggest you go back and see that before you see this. And there's of course a link in the description. First up is something that I mentioned last time but didn't show, and it's how to change these icons. This is done by going to the Lockscreen settings and the clocks and shortcuts. In here you can change the clock to an analog, one with date, or just a simple one, a bit bigger one. There. And down here you have a row of icons, and these can be changed, and these are the shortcuts. You can also choose to not have one, and it would not be shown in the lock screen. I would suggest to keep messaging as one of these, as this is the only way to go directly to an unread message from the lock screen. It's also possible to change the theme of the home screen at the app drawer. This is done by pressing menu and going into theme. You have 4 to choose from. You have the Optimus, which is the default one. You have the Biz, and you have a cozy one, and you also have a marshmallow. And marshmallow is, well, yeah. As far as I've been able to figure out, it's not possible to get any more themes, and you can't download them anywhere. And that's a shame. It would be really nice if you were able to download more themes, and even more if people were able to create their own themes and share them with people. That would be incredible to have from a manufacturer with stock. I mean, that would be great. Within the home screen settings, you can actually back up and restore your home screen. This saves all your icons, shortcuts and your widgets, but it doesn't save the theme. But since there are only 4 to choose from, I guess it's okay, because you can always find the one that you have. There's an app installed from factory. Well, there's a lot, but this one is installed also from factory, and this is the Quick Translate. This is kind of a camera app. It utilizes the camera, where you can scan either a word, a line, a block of words, and it will translate it on the fly. As you can see up here, I've chosen Danish and translate into Germany, but I'm looking at English text and it's still translating. So this from language actually doesn't seem to be important, as it does it on the fly. Of course, it probably helps to choose the right one. In some cases, there are the same words that have different meanings in languages. You can share files on this phone using what is called file networking. It is activated through the main settings, not in call, and you go into more, and there you have file networking. Now it's important to be on a Wi-Fi network, and it's important also to have a computer that you want to share these files with connected to the same network. You activate this file networking by clicking Share My Folder. Here you get a quick guide that tells you that you can access this by typing one of the following into URL address bar in the web browser or window on your computer, and you will use Explorer, and it's the device name and it's the IP address. And they can also be changed if you stop sharing. You can change the share folder, and you could change the device name to something easier to remember. Eco mode, we go down here, is a way to save power. I haven't got much information on this eco mode, and it's supposed to control the CPU, and I'm guessing that it underclocks the CPU when it's not in use to save some power. It's found here in the main settings on the quad core control. Eco mode is the only thing there, so kind of a mismatch in names, but I haven't seen any reduction in performance when using it, and it does seem to give a bit more out of the battery, so it's nice to see these systems finally work and not just turn your phone into a laggy mess. Power saver up here is not a mode that works in the same way that, for example, eco mode works. Now this is activated when the percentage of remaining battery comes down to a certain level, and this level can be set in here. Up top you set at what level it should turn on, and down here you can select a few features that it deactivates to save power until it's plugged in again. Also in settings, within the sound settings, you have something called quiet time. Quiet time sets a time interval, and you can choose the days for which it is valid, where it turns off all sounds except the meteor and the alarm. But it's a shame that you can't choose different times for different days. You can only choose one time interval, and then you can choose what days it should be activated on. It's a big lackluster, but it's an extra feature, so it's okay. It's pretty cool. You can do it so you can say, I don't want to be disturbed within this time frame. Usually it would be when you are asleep. Smart Screen is a feature that LG has put on that we know from Samsung, and it is something that keeps your screen alive longer than the timeout period, as long as you're looking at it. And this makes it easier for you to actually be able to read a web page, if you're so fancy, without having to keep the screen alive if it has a massive amount of text and you're just sitting there reading it, and it takes longer than 15 seconds of what you have your timeout set to. Then it won't time out and it won't turn off the display, because it can see that you're watching on it. And you might like it, and you might be freaked out about it, as I know some people are. But in general, I guess it's a pretty good thing. I usually, with old phones, I had the timeout set to like 5 minutes because I was tired of this happening. So it's pretty great to have the feature. I'm glad that it's in there. Another cool feature that LG has put in there is what they call on-screen phone. It's found down here in PC connection and can be activated. Now this requires that you have installed the LG software on your PC, but this gives you a replica of the screen content on your monitor on your PC, and makes it possible for you to control your the phone to control your phone from the PC. And that's actually a pretty good way to do it. This way you can have your phone off to the side, charging, and you can answer text and that sort of things. Well, that's all for me. I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, you can press the like button down here, and you can also subscribe. Then you'll get notice when I get out the next video. And please leave a comment where you can say if there's anything you would like me to look at, or you have any remarks for this video. And then just leave a comment down there too, and I really appreciate it. I read all the comments that are left. Well, thanks for watching my video, and until the next time, have a great day. Bye.